Okay. Hi, welcome to the Liquid Courage Podcast. I'm Taylor. Go.
Hi, Taylor.
Say
I'm
your names.
Sheldon.
I'm Tim.
We did that now. I don't know.
Is that what we're doing?
We're pretty shit hosts, but we're pretty good kindergartners.
think
Are
we're
we?
all-
No, we're bad at No, we'd be
No.
bad at that too.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I can at least wipe my own ass.
most of them can.
I don't know about that.
Well,
Alright.
you're leaning real heavily on most.
Yeah, it's doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence, huh?
Well.
Liquid Courage, we have a fun podcast where we talk about everyone's favorite cartoon, Cowardly Dog, Courage, and this week we're going to talk about a couple of very fun episodes, and that is the concept.
Wow, what a surprise!
I feel like I haven't introed in a while, and I'm very rusty.
That's all right. You've also got a few drinks in you.
Not enough to be this rusty though.
It's also a Friday too, so we usually do this on a weekend where we had more sleep before.
Well, why would you don't let them peek behind the veil?
No, that's the whole
curtain's not thick enough.
The curtain is
How am I
lined
gonna
with
make-
lead.
How am I going to make my documentary about behind the scenes of the Liquid Courage podcast if I don't put little things like that in places?
You ever watched Behind the Music
Yeah,
No.
back in the day on VH1? That shit
Yeah.
was
No.
the best.
it's great. He goes, we were having a great time, but there was a lot of heroin and a lot of sadness.
And then the announcer would be like, and then that good time took a bad turn.
Wow, guys, which one are you talking about?
I stabbed
Exactly.
my toe.
And yeah, so welcome to
The
our-
Liquid Courage podcast.
our March episode, our Schmarch episode.
April.
It's it's that time of year. For to date this episode, more than just saying the March episode, a year ago the world stopped, so that was neat.
And then suddenly started again. You know that time when God blinked?
And here we are now, and we're having a grand time. But let's go ahead and talk about everyone's feelings on bugs for just a little bit. How do you guys feel about bugs?
Listen, if it has 6 bugs, I can actually deal with it. 6 bugs? I meant
6
6
bugs?
legs.
So you're okay with insects?
I'm okay with most insects. Like, I'll get angry at them, but I don't fear them, and like most of the time it's like a you stay to your side of the room, I'll stay to mine. Eat those breadcrumbs. Fuck you though.
Yeah, I'll
Don't
agree
cross
with
the
that.
line.
Yeah, like I don't like insects on me, but like if there's like a spider, I don't kill spiders anymore. I put them in a cup and I put them outside.
And I was about to agree with you because spiders keep the bad things away.
Yeah.
And then anything with more than 8 legs can just go fuck off.
So your centipedes, your millipedes, your house centipedes.
I was gonna say your house centipedes.
They can all fucking leave whenever
Right.
they feel like it.
That's interesting. The reason we bring this up is
Shit.
weevils.
Shit.
Weevils.
Yeah.
They're god awful. Apparently, if this episode is anything to tell you what weevils like.
But they don't
Weevils.
fall down.
No, that's weebles. It's different.
I stand by what I said. Oh, so it's a character from Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, that's Joey Wheeler.
No, it's
No, Weevil destroys the Exodia.
Yeah, he takes it from Yu-Gi-Oh, just throws it off the edge of the boat. For people who don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh is, it's a card game that became an anime. And the very first episode, the main character had a fuck you 5 cards in his deck where he pulls them out and he wins the game instantly.
And that's not the card that's banned. It's Pot of Greed.
Those cards, no, they're not banned. You can get those decks still. You can
No,
still play
Pot
some
of Greed
Exodia
is
decks.
banned.
No,
Oh,
you
you
can't
can't
play it.
play
You
that.
can't play it competitively.
Yeah, you can play Exodia decks competitively.
Fucking
Though.
Christ, we're nerds. All right.
I own I own a lot of rare cards. I'm very proud of
Well,
that.
robbed him.
Oh, Tim.
All of my $20. No,
Don't put
So-
that
they're
shit in
Yu-Gi-Oh
the air.
cards. Ooh.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody cares.
You're right.
Yeah,
So, Weevil.
I'm okay. Before we talk about this episode, both episodes, I had zero recollection of this existing. Episode
I
11, season 2, completely left my memory.
I remember.
I had no idea it existed.
I remember the ghost because the ghost I think reappears. I think that's
I
a
mean,
reappearing
I'll
villain.
admit,
Maybe.
I remember the ghost more than I do the fucking Weevil.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Which is arguably the creepier thing, the Weevil.
as he injects his tongue into your
Yeah.
neck and
Yeah.
and fucking sucks out your goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll
I'm cleaning a spill at the moment.
I
Sorry.
kind of figured that that's what happened.
Mm.
All right, so Evil Weevil. This is the 11th episode of the second season. We have had a raucous ride to get here, and I thought that this would be like, we're getting close to the end. Thought you'd have like a slow down episode, like
Nope.
yeah.
No, the next 3 episodes are actually big episodes too, which is
Yeah,
funny.
I was like, oh, it'll be a clip show. It's not.
Let's hit a bug with our car.
And yeah, well, and the fucking at the very end of both of these, I want to talk about the title cards because they're both fucking great. And
Yeah.
I don't remember any other episode ever doing like kind of the same like theme colorized
Yeah.
YA at the very least.
Fuck, now that you mention it, yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
here's like an ink blot of a bug, and here's an ink blot.
Yeah,
Here's what
it's
yeah. This
it's
would
like
be
here's
Oh,
a
you go ahead.
pattern. Go ahead.
Here's some
I was
doilies.
gonna say this is like very reminiscent of like the very first season, not in how the title cards match, but just the creepiness. Because there were
Yeah.
some more lighthearted episodes in this season too, but I
Yeah.
feel like this is more like a return to form for like the
Mhm.
creepy factor, but also
Yeah.
not as creepy.
Ugh.
But this first part is amazing because this episode of Evil Weevil opens it perhaps the most abrupt Courage the Cowardly Dog opening I can remember, when they're driving down the road and they just hit a fucking massive human-sized bug.
And they stop, which is the more
Well,
harrowing
I
thing.
think it's because it had a top hat. You know?
It is. It's
Yeah.
so the bug that hits the windshield has a nice top of a suit and a
Wearing
top
a
hat.
suit.
It's-
Yeah.
And it does have a nice, like, just, well, hello there.
Well, yeah, and so they turn around to check on him, and it's a well-dressed bug, as we said, and he's got a friendly demeanor, and
Only he was a wasp.
now they're like,
Ugh.
Muriel's like, come to dinner, and this episode, in my opinion, debunks again the Courage having a fever dream, because
Pretty hard to fake that.
well, because they acknowledge. So they go to dinner, like they bring him back to the house, and they're talking to him. And at one point in time, Weevil is eating, and Eustace or is it Muriel? One of them say something, and they're like, "So what are you?" And he's like, "I'm a butler bug." And Eustace is like, "You're a bug," and he's like, "Actually, I'm a Weevil." And it's at that point that I went, so he's acknowledged, like they have acknowledged that this is a giant bug, and they're not nearly as fucking freaked out as I want them to be,
Right.
because it's a giant fucking bug. I've seen Starship Troopers and Eight-Legged Freaks, thank you.
Oh god.
I've seen Arachnophobia at 8 years old.
I was just about
Don't
to say
do this.
arachnophobia would be the one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this butler bug, this Jeeves Weevil, this butler bug, if you will, has determined that he's going to help
Cool.
serve everyone, and he starts doing this, and he flatters Eustace by like loving his fun, like manly like demeanor, and he's doing that type of shit. And as we know, Eustace is a bitch. And like
Well, I mean, he's more
anytime,
than a bitch. He's also just an abusive asshole.
yeah,
Yeah.
but anytime you like stroke his ego, he's a fucking douchebag.
Oh, you're gonna give me pie? Well,
Yeah.
maybe you can sleep in my house or my
And
barn.
Well,
and
it's
he
not just
does
pie; it's the biggest slice of pie.
a biggest slice of pie. And like it's that moment that I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like
To
this is
which
what we're
one?
doing. The whole goddamn thing. Where I'm just mad about it. I'm just angry at the idea that like Eustace is this easily swayed into a very clearly nefarious character
Hey,
of
man,
a bug.
maybe Eustace is dealing with some shit right now.
Yeah, Hawkins later.
Maybe Eustace just needs people to acknowledge him in a way that his wife just doesn't.
And so this Jeeves Weevil starts like waiting on them after he starts assisting, and we watch as he eats a watermelon off the table in like a one fell sucking swoop as he uses his
Man,
tongue.
Weevil could suck a
Yeah.
golf ball through a garden hose.
He could. And then that's when we see the big reveal in that when he's giving Eustace a massage, he starts to drain him with his tongue. And Courage is the only one that fucking cares.
Which is
But
a
he
weird turn of
drains-
events.
Yeah, but he drains Eustace so hard he literally he malnourishes and emaciates him in his chair.
I
Yeah.
mean, that happens to old people. It just happens, man.
Not
you know?
by bug.
I mean, it
You s-
could be by bug.
Eustace feels fine afterwards. He gets up. He goes, "Well, I just need to take a nap."
Long nap, like old people do, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's fine.
You're not wrong.
I wish I wasn't.
But like it's that point that I'm just like I'm uncomfortable on a
Well,
level that I
anything that
can't
includes
deal.
sucking and tubes, it's just not right.
Yeah, and
Ugh.
Jeeves Weevil continues to be a fucking pretentious bitch about like I did all these fancy things and trained.
Taylor, do you have a problem with like fancy people? It seems like you're having a problem with the wrong
Look,
thing.
all I'm saying is that currently there's a really big contingency in the United States about this whole royal family bullshit, and we fought a war
Yeah, we don't.
in which I never had to deal with this ever again. And the fact that there are people in America defending the royal family as opposed to doing the right thing, which is saying, yeah, fuck those guys, makes me so infuriated.
That's the reason they came to the people who renounced themselves as the royal family came to the U.S. because who's going to protect you other than the people that are like, yeah, fuck those guys.
Yes, but money. Anyway,
Eh.
and it
It's
just
just
makes me
stupid.
upset. But that's really it. And as
I-
this shit goes, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I was just going for the class war angle. I think Taylor really wants the class war to happen.
Yeah, not anymore.
Oh,
But Eustace and the Weevil,
Pay to win sucks in real life.
yeah, do all this fun
I'm
shit.
gonna put away my Molotov now, and
Yeah,
I guess we'll just
you
go
s-
back to work.
Yeah, and then like, I don't know. This episode gives fucking places because the Weevil ends up staying with them, and then Courage sees him trying to get through the door to suck Muriel as she bathes.
That was honestly the fucking greatest scene. It was
Fucking
just
just him tonguing the door.
like, and he just looks at Courage like, "Yeah, it ain't working, but I'm gonna try."
I hope that none of you watch this episode and you just use you look up the characters and then use the image like my verbal mind image of tonguing a door. Just see what that does in your brain.
Remember,
Go
it's
with
a bug.
Evil Weevil.
Yeah.
Go to Evil Weevil. Don't go tongue door. That doesn't work.
Tongue on door.
And that's what's happening. And Courage is obviously upset. I don't know how he sleeps at night. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never
He
got
doesn't
that.
clearly.
Yeah.
He sees Evil Weevil on the ceiling. He goes,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm just gonna ignore this and let it happen."
I mean, he tries to get Muriel up, and she just doesn't listen.
Mm.
And then, yeah, and then we cut to the next.
How many
Morning.
how many times does Courage have to go, "Hey, thing,
Literally
before
all the time.
before they go,
This dog might be right about something. It's been 26 episodes. Maybe he knows something's up.
I'm thinking maybe perhaps the dog knows things about supernatural disturbances.
No.
It's so you guys ever heard of the website called Quota? I believe that's what it's called.
No.
It's a website where you can ask questions and people will answer them.
Oh,
But
Cora.
yeah, is it Quora? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's like QUO.
The
ORA.
shittiest Legend of Avatar.
But the reason I bring that up is because one time I looked up a question about a dog on there, and I was like, oh, that's actually a correct answer. And I subscribed to it like a fool. And now every
should
time
know.
someone asks a question about a dog, I get an email about it. It's like,
Yeah.
I
They're
now
like,
know
you know
everything.
dogs.
Do dogs' anal glands need to be cleaned monthly?
Well,
Yes.
Monthly
one
is
of-
pretty often.
Oh my god, that dog's either gonna love you or hate you, and I think it's gonna be the latter.
Their
Uh,
anal sacs have to be squeezed. Go fuck yourself.
But not monthly.
Like
Not
every
monthly.
other month at the very least.
Um, anyways, I didn't know that about dogs to start.
Yeah, dogs are gross.
Yeah. But
How do
one
you
of
think
the-
we got them in the BC era?
We didn't. Wait.
squeeze their anal
Wait,
sacs.
wait. What do you think that? Wait.
Caveman look at dog ass. He figures something out.
Oh, that dog needs a squeeze. Let me get in there, dog. On Quora, the last thing I got, the last email I got was earlier this week. Is like, can dogs sense supernatural forces in your room? And of course, all the answers are like, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
but I can't prove it, right?
Like, I can't prove it, so I guess no.
We go maybe.
Yeah, like all of them are just like, personally, I think so, and personally, yeah.
Supernatural questions are great, huh?
My favorite one was the last one where it was just like, listen, guys, this used to be a factual website. Not anymore. I
No.
don't know how to answer this question.
You're so full of shit, it never was.
It's like asking if God's real. I can't answer that. I've never met him.
Yeah.
So to
it's,
rein this conversation back
As I say,
in,
personally, I
Sure.
do think he is, but whatever.
Sure. Why not?
fucking Eustace comes down as everyone's
Yeah.
eating their fancy breakfast, and he's a skeleton with skin on him.
Yeah, next morning he's just emaciated as shit. And he's told to go outside, get some sun on you, because vitamin D cures everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's mom thinks that.
And
Not wrong.
then
Dust,
No.
he turns to dust.
dust to dust.
Turns to dust. And that freaks Courage out, understandably.
Hey, man.
So then he comes back inside with the dust of a baggie full of dust, only to see the Weevil doing the same thing to Muriel.
Straw noise.
He's wobbling now.
Yeah. And that freaks people out.
It freaked me out. It freaked him out.
So, yeah.
You know what?
No
freaked
one
me-
liked it.
You know what
Yeah.
freaked me? Yeah, what freaked me out was the next part where Courage screams, and instead of it being like a regular Courage scream, it's just the most high pitched scream
Yeah,
ever.
it's a blood-curdling scream.
I don't know how they got your scream, Tim. But
Yeah,
we'll
me
figure
neither.
it out.
Who knows? Someday I'll get back my voice.
Someday you'll get your money paid for that check due.
Damn
And
you,
then-
Dilworth! Go.
Yeah, no, and then he calls an exterminator, which should have been the first course of action.
The first
I'm
and last.
upset about it.
Well, I mean, he was a gentleman when he first
Granted,
started.
When the exterminator showed up, we see that the exterminator is not exactly AAA grade here.
He's not wrong.
He just shows up. It's like, hey, you heard you got bugs, and then And then Courage, mimicking a bug, just gets sprayed in the face with toxic fumes. Granted, when your exterminator shows up at your door, you don't fucking just go, yeah, it looks like this, and you just sort of like spread your arms out wide and just start crawling across the floor like a crab walk.
Yeah, if you were if you were a shapeshifter, you probably wouldn't want to turn into the thing you want someone to go and kill, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
There's a-
shit's fucking weird, eh?
It reminds me of there's a game called Arma, and
Oh,
a YouTuber
fuck.
called Soviet Wumble, and in that game it's a hyper realism military shooter. So you stand there, you get your mission from a person, and they describe your whole mission. And one time a dude showed up dressed as the person they were assigned to kill. So what did these guys do? Just kill the person that was talking to him. They go, job done, and walk away. Like, that's it. That's exactly what happened here.
Yeah, and yeah, that was the scene where I was like, that's the world's worst exterminator.
Oh shit, there it is.
The man that was a dog is now a bug. That's it.
Oh,
Gotta be it. Hey man,
I'll bill you later.
you walk into an Elder Core, you don't ask questions, you just get that shit done.
yeah. You just
I
like,
mean, I
oh, look,
guess
a
there's
shapeshifter.
that.
That's not natural.
Well,
Gotta
that's
kill that.
obviously not a that's obviously
Yeah.
not a thing.
Oh god.
And I don't, yeah.
Either that or the exterminator knew and he saw the Weevil like malformation that Courage became, and he just went, oh fuck, it's the Weevil again. Nope, not dealing with this, and he just fucking like smoke clouded Courage and got the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It's that part of the episode. It starts to get way worse now because now the bug is now leeching off of Muriel, right? So
Because
Muriel is
once
very-
it starts affecting characters you care about, that's when it becomes a problem.
That's actually what I was thinking. Is like, Courage was so upset that Eustace got drained, but didn't really do anything about it.
Hey man, only good things happen when bad things happen to me, Eustace.
That's right. Good things happen
Yeah.
to bad people.
And so you're just, we got Muriel then being a model. We got Courage and the Weevil yelling at each other, and the Weevil says we must settle this like gentlemen. And I wanted pistols at dawn.
I wanted
No.
Andrew Jackson, White House front yard, fucking murder.
But instead we have gross food eating contest.
Because
Yeah,
gentlemen,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
what's the grossest thing you've eaten in the last year?
I eat Vienna sausages on the regular. What do you want from me?
I can't do that, man. That is legitimately gross to me.
Really?
I can
It's
eat
just
broccoli.
sausages in broth. What do you want?
It's just the way that they're packaged and like
Aye.
the smell
Pop a
that
tap.
goes off.
Fucking
Ugh.
once you pop, you just can't stop. Take a sip, ride the fucking Vienna wave, baby. You'll be in Austria by morning.
And it also doesn't help that when I was a kid, there was a girl that was like decently attractive, and like one day I saw her
Until I
just
forced
eating
Vienna
those,
sausages.
And she loved Vienna sausages, and I ate 47 cans to impress her.
and she got it all over her fucking face. That was the big thing. It was just like, that's fucking gross. I'm done. I just kind of walked away.
No, I think that girl that you liked ate cat food, Tim.
Well,
Turns out it was a cat. Who
Yeah,
knew?
you actually like cats.
oh my god, it's the cat! Oh no.
I had a deviled ham sandwich a week ago. What do you want from me?
Honestly, I don't know.
I'm a picky eater though. That's also true. So
I think bologna is the grossest thing I've eaten so far.
Oh, fucking Bologna's great.
hey, you gotta fry it though.
Listen, we all know bologna is fine. I wouldn't call it great.
It's fucking great, my guy.
You just haven't
It
had
is.
a good piece of it.
It is par.
Yeah, you just need
Like I don't fucking open
You
the
ever
fridge
had-
up and go fucking bologna, yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
one of us had a different childhood.
I open the fridge and go, oh bologna. I guess I have that subpar life.
You ever had liverwurst?
I have. Not
No.
great.
Fucking
No, I
great. Oh my god,
I didn't
it's
think
so
so.
good. So good. It's irony. It's got like a good creamy consistency. Put that shit
No,
with some
that's-
pimento cheese.
Listen, I
Ooh.
don't like irony though.
Gets its
Agreed.
I'm sorry.
extra meaty flavor, baby.
Like the moment you said that, I was like, obviously we don't have the same definitions.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
fucking! You ever had kippered herring?
No, I
No.
haven't.
Kippered herring is like fillets of fillets of herring that is then like in a liquid that's mostly oil and fat that's then canned, and it's on like a saltine cracker.
Taylor's Evil Weevil.
I was gonna
Mm.
say, as soon as you start preserving shit, I think it kind of goes
Oh.
out the window for me. You can't
Fucking
do it.
A.
That's weird because I like pickles, and
You
that's
guys
weird.
are
But
you
I
guys are too
don't.
far removed from your European roots, baby.
I don't know. I might be
Alright.
Native American. Nobody knows.
My Irish roots are telling me otherwise.
Mm.
uh,
Just
but anyways,
saying, man. Some
Uh,
good
So
shit.
Evil Weevil wins this disgusting contest of eating liverwurst and broccoli.
My
And...
grandfather
gonna
ate pickled
say-
pig's feet out of a jar, so
I gotta ask, how's that?
I didn't like it. It's too salty.
No shit, huh?
And also the knuckle, yeah, it's not fun.
The grossest thing I've eaten in my life is alligator. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's not even gross. Oh my
I
god,
know.
alligator. Oh, so
It's
good,
not bad.
baby.
not bad. I know I haven't ate anything from the sea in a long time because it might kill me. So
Caviar is fucking great too.
wouldn't know.
I never had caviar. Isn't that the shit that rich people eat just to feel fancier than others?
It's like $2 at Walmart.
That's pretty
Okay.
fucking fancy for Walmart. Jesus Christ, $2? Oh my god, I could get
small-
like
It's not much.
For
You
a
go to the canned
small
food
can,
aisle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I can guarantee it's probably the shittiest version.
Don't care.
well, I mean,
Still salty fish eggs.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not selling this product to me, Taylor.
It's fucking good. You put that shit on a buttered saltine.
So you put the saltiest fish egg ever on a salty product?
Yeah, with a layer of butter in between.
and before you said, what was it?
It was
Pig's
too
feet?
salty.
Was
to
too
me.
salty. Like,
Yeah, no, it was like it was a deep brine that I didn't like.
mm,
Now, given I don't know if that was the brand he had because he was dead by the time I came around.
Oh, fuck.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Before we go on, I need to point out that we
Oh,
haven't said
fuck.
any of the things that they are actually doing in this gentleman's contest. Like,
Oh,
Oh
well,
no,
not
they're
like-
eating gross food.
They're
What?
eating broccoli.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
not
they're
know.
even
eating is
that
broccoli.
gross.
Well,
Like,
they're
it's not that
eating
bad.
boiled. They first eat boiled broccoli, and Courage acts like that's the worst thing he's ever heard of. And
Fucking-
then they eat rancid boiled broccoli, which is arguably the worst thing I'd heard of. And then it's rancid broccoli from between the Weevil's toes, and that's the line for Courage. Courage is a dog. I just want to put that out there.
Dogs will eat anything.
I own a dog.
They will eat anything, yeah.
They'll eat fucking anything.
That's true, yeah. They'll eat shit.
So I don't
They'll
know.
eat their own shit. They'll eat
be f-
others' dog shit.
To be fair, though, I did try to give my dog a carrot once, and I've never seen an animal more upset with me.
Beautiful.
He's like, "Fuck yeah, treat!" And I gave him like a little baby carrot, and he took it in his mouth, and he like looked at me like, "I don't fucking think this is a treat, Dad." And I was like, "It's a treat, buddy. You're okay." He's like, "I don't fucking believe you." And he took it over to near his bowl, and he like bit into it, and he's like, ha, ha, ha. It was like watching a cat that stepped on like fly paper or something. Just like, no, 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 don't like, do not want. He's a little bastard about it.
And on the opposite end, there's my fucking dog that just eats fucking anything.
I read a story about somebody's dog eating a fucking light bulb, so there's that. You know what I mean? Like,
Jesus Christ.
dogs are fucking weird.
They will. I had a dog that would eat our fence and our trees, so I guess I can't say much.
Fiber.
I mean,
I guess.
that dog just wanted to go. It did not like being confined.
As we look at the fucking sheetrock on our wall with a hole in it.
Is that from your dog?
Yeah,
No, it was
Oh.
from Sheldon.
I was gonna say, it's like,
I was fucking hungry,
He
man.
drank a monster.
yeah, and he punched. He's a Kyle.
My name's not Kyle. You shut up.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway,
My
rancid,
dog also loves noodles, but I'm
Yeah.
sure every dog loves noodles.
yeah. Rancid food eating contest. Courage loses. The Weevil wins. And he's gonna have dessert by sucking on some sweet, sweet Muriel.
sucking that Muriel
And
face.
so he attaches his long tongue and starts sucking, and that's when Courage finally realizes he could make the Weevil suck himself. Which arguably,
I was
that
gonna say,
Weevil was not super in tune with his body.
I was gonna say, guys, can we just let that hang for like 30 seconds?
You know?
I know some people that have tried that themselves. Huh.
You
We all
can't just
have.
I can't say his name.
Nope.
Nope, cannot.
We all have it.
I haven't.
Mm.
Listen,
I
Sounds
haven't.
like you're covering now.
No, we both know the person I'm talking about.
we were
Yeah,
just
true.
gonna throw a friend under the bus, but you know.
You don't admit
Anyway.
that to people.
Anyway,
Not on the internet. Definitely
The-
not on the internet.
what I don't understand is that theoretically the Weevil is creating like a loop.
A loop?
Yeah, like a feedback loop. So I don't know
nothing
why.
should have happened, right?
Nah, but he shrinks.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah.
And
because-
what an end! He just goes, "Fuck it, I guess I'm this little now," and
Stupid dog.
he leaves.
Kicks him and leaves. Yeah, Courage should have smashed him.
Or he should have jarred him or something.
Yeah, because
no.
that can't he just like hide out and then wait till Muriel is like full
Yeah.
again?
He could
and
be
just do
in
it
their
again?
bed right now.
Full thickness.
Yeah.
And then
If anything, he's more of a pervert.
yeah, and then you have the Eustace conundrum where like, is he dead? Is he not dead? And
He's a
then
flower.
he's been planted and he'll grow big and strong.
Whereas Muriel just eats food and comes back to
Well, yeah,
full
she didn't.
form.
Well, she didn't turn into Deuced.
Courage takes a shit on Eustace, and that's the compensation.
And here's the thing:
the
I have
compost.
ran blood drives before or like things. I've had to put them on, and that's really it. They're like, and we've taken a bunch of your blood, and now you have a sandwich and a orange and some juice, and then you go home.
Don't
That's
drive,
all. Oh no, you can drive.
You can drive.
Depends
yeah.
on how much blood you lose.
Well, blood drives they don't take that much.
They only take a quart the most.
They're not gonna drain you.
Like
But,
what
like-
I used to do the thing in high school where because you get out of the class you did, right? So I did every blood drive I could.
Of course
And
you
so, I did the thing where you just
I
get
like
the
the
squeeze
saving
ball.
lives aspect of this was not the thing for you. You're like, I can miss tree, fucking count me in.
Well, like, then what's the downside to all this? Oh, I lose an hour of class. Oh God, in a school where
Ah,
He doesn't pay you.
Mrs. Beasley's a real bitch today. I'm gonna go give blood.
I'm gonna go save a fucking life. No, I used to do the thing where you sit down in the chair and they go, all right, just make sure you just hold this squeeze ball just a little bit and just use a little bit of tension. And I just grasp it as hard as possible. The blood just fucking shoots out. And then at the end of it, they're always like, oh, we're going to have to put your feet up. Like, yeah, I think you will. It's getting really, really weird here.
I met somebody who when was like they gave him the squeeze ball when they put the needle in and they told him to squeeze and he didn't know what they meant, so he squeezed where they put the needle in because
Oh,
he was
my
like,
God.
that's where I'm supposed to squeeze, and he goes, I almost passed out from the pain.
Yeah.
And then the guy went, no, the ball.
Even I wasn't that. Like, I did the first time unironically, just like, oh, they said squeeze, and I was just like, I squeezed the ball as hard as I could. And then after that, I did
Yeah.
that because I thought it was,
Yeah.
the fastest way to get the blood out of you.
Yeah.
But
And it was fucking nuts. Anyway, that's fucking Evil Weevil, and I honestly, it's way better than we talked about right now, and you should go watch this episode because it's.
Oh
fucking...
yeah, like I love
bad,
this
yeah.
episode.
Oh, I did too. It was so good.
It stands in that place where you're watching it kind of with one cocked eyebrow, going, "What the fuck is what?
Yeah,
what's
it's
gonna
weird.
happen next?
It's super weird.
Toes, hose suction? What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's one of those things where as I think about it, I go, that was really good. Like that was just a good thing, and I'm happy that we watched it, and the next one's also fucking great. But there's that, and Tim, if you give any of these shitty trivia facts, I'm going to leave.
I was thinking about it. They're
Uh,
so bad, though.
There's been some pretty bad trivia facts, so the fact that
The
Taylor's
first-
calling you
I'm
out on
telling
this
you
one.
right now that there's only one kind of cool, and if you touch the rest of them, I'll burn the world.
Is it the title card one that's cool?
Yup.
I will say that one. How about I say that? Because the other ones. Okay, here. How about this? I'll say
No.
one, the good one, and then I'll just say the first one, because that'll
Fine.
show. Okay, so the good trivia fact they have on this website of courage.fandom.com is that the title card artwork and font are a reference to the works of the illustrator Edward Gorey and possibly his work, The Insect God, in particular.
Edward Gorey, if you're unaware, is a illustrator who is known for kind of delightfully dark imagery for the most part. He's got really fucking cool things, and if you don't, know, I hit my toe in case you wonder why I said ow. If you don't know, you should really check him out. It's just really fucking cool stuff. It's like it's like almost a I don't know. It's like a light-hearted goth. It's very fun.
Yeah, those
I-
are the words I'd use for it.
I really want to read the really bad trivia fact
I'll
too.
Don't.
stab you.
But the interesting trivia fact that probably shouldn't be trivia is this is the first time
All of
Courage
them.
is interrupted throughout the episode, which is a lie.
That's
That
just
is-
a
What?
lie. That's a
just a
lie.
lie. That's a
It's
lie.
a
It
lie.
just hasn't
It's a
happened.
lie.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, no. Wow, it's this one character's one and only appearance. No fucking shit.
feel
Wait,
like-
were you just saying that I shouldn't read it because you want to read it?
shared. No, I'm giving ambiguous things.
They're not
Uh-huh.
ambiguous. It's literally the second
Uh-huh.
fact.
Ooh, shares music. Blah. It's dumb. It's all dumb. They're bad. They're all bad. Do you want to read the fucking Toonami one? Is that the
I
one
do.
you want?
Yeah, I really do.
Go.
All right. So this is bad. The Weevil's plan to suck the blood from Muriel and Eustace is pretty similar to what Imperfect Cell does in Dragon Ball Z, except
What the
slower and
fuck?
therefore presumably more painful. Dragon Ball Z aired on Cartoon Network during the time this episode aired, on its famous Toonami block. So it's likely David Sim Cohen was watching some Toonami to get ideas for Courage. This is all wrong. That's completely
lie?
wrong.
This is all conjecture, and it's all fucking lies.
It's also, I don't think
Throw it
it's
out of
true.
court.
When did
No.
Dragon Ball Z air on
on Toonami.
Toonami?
Dude, I don't fucking know,
First
but
off,
it's obviously
I
not
don't-
true.
I don't give a shit. No, it's not a fucking reference to the imperfect cell. The fuck is wrong with you?
God damn it. You're so fucking dumb.
Oh, I bet it's legitimately wrong. Because
No
Probably.
shit, huh?
well, yeah, the start
Go ahead.
about
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go on.
the start about Cohen taking inspiration from it, but the Cell saga in Dragon Ball Z was the last part of Dragon Ball Z. It's the last part of that anime. It's the last little story block.
Before
And then they ended it. Yeah, they're just
Mhm.
done. And so Dragon Ball Z aired from 1998 to 2003. This episode came out in 2001. If they were in the Cell Saga, they would have to be at least in 2002 because it was all just one season.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's legitimately wrong.
It's
Yeah.
just bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Somebody-
just utter-
Somebody
It's
watched
just-
this episode and also Toonami in the same night.
Yeah, they were just like, that was close. What? That was weird.
or it's someone like Taylor going, "This is gonna make somebody angry."
I haven't done that recently.
Yeah, that's just so weird. That's at least
It's
that's
just bad.
not at least
like-
it's not racist.
Thank God.
I mean, remember we did have a
Fucking
fact
Christ,
on there that
fandom.
was racist, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're everywhere.
I'm not gonna change this one just because I want someone
Hold
else
on,
to find
Dr.
this.
Seuss. We need you to calm down.
But can I
We
talk
live.
about the error?
Yeah.
Sure,
When Courage
go on.
calls, so this is the only error in quotation marks. when Courage calls the exterminator, he arrives and knocks on the door. He cannot see through the screen of the door when he is knocking. Yet in the next shot of Courage opening the door, he can clearly be seen through the screen.
Okay, no, never mind. Retract that. I don't want to hear any of this. This is bullshit.
That's just not. Yeah, it's just
It's
that's
just
not
not
an error.
important.
Yeah, no, it's not an error. It's just like you don't just look through the screen and go, "That's a dog," and run. Like I don't understand what.
I don't know. You haven't been a mailman.
Also, how do we
Granted.
know that he can't see through it?
Yeah, like he just doesn't interact. He knocks on the door like a regular person would. Like, do you just open a door and go, "Oh fuck, what's going on in here?"
You know what that is?
Breaking
Dog.
and entering.
Dog.
Dog. You know what this episode is, though, right?
No, I don't.
It is 4 ceiling weevils out of 5.
Oh, I know what they fucking mean by that error.
What do they mean?
What do
It's
you mean?
written bad.
You don't say.
Yeah, you hear a car pull up, you hear a knock, but there's nobody at the door because you, the person, can see through the door, and there's nobody there.
But when
And
Courage
then
goes to open the door, it's there.
Yes, and then the scene changes, and he's there because it's a cartoon, and it's hard to animate backgrounds that change.
Is it so hard to get, someone with an English degree to do all the fandom.wiki stuff?
We've seen previous episodes, apparently, yes.
I met people with English degrees, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
but that's that was just poorly written. I get what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
It is an error.
Mm-hmm.
One for you, fandom.
No, there you go, bud. You still had that racist thing.
As
You
we
also
look
had
at the
that-
as we look at the other side, it's like
Mhm.
500,753 other errors.
And the episode is 4 sucking proboscis out of 5.
Ooh,
You're all
Bosco.
wrong. You're all fucking wrong. It's 4 biggest slices of pie out of 5.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, all right.
It's fucking. It's a good one. It
It's-
kind of hits. I think it hits on a good
It's
like.
just that weird. It's just
a
that
weird-
weird bug that you're like, yeah, I want some weird.
Yeah, it's a weird one, and also like that shot of the bedroom at night with the weevil on the ceiling is gonna give me anxiety. So it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's exactly
I'm
what
gonna
I
tell you,
did.
I'm gonna tell you why that's gonna give me anxiety. Because when I was in college,
Hmm.
I lived in a dorm room, and
don't say.
when I lived in that dorm room, I was up late watching some Netflix on my TV, and it was like 2 a.m. right, like on Thursday evening, and
No,
I'm
the bad
watching
times.
this shit on my little TV, and I'm laying in bed, and I see/feel something just go thwop on my chest,
Oh,
like from the ceiling.
That already sounds bad.
And I was like, I don't know what that was. And so like I kind of slide out of bed and I go to turn on a light. And as I turn on the light, I look on my bed and there was about a $50 to a little bit larger sized wolf spider
Oh,
that
God.
had fallen off of my ceiling and landed on my chest in bed.
Jesus
And
Christ.
that was the one of the fuck.
And that was the day Taylor burned his house down. True
Oh, he
story.
burned the dorm down.
I hit it. I was like, it was so big. I'd never seen one that big before. And it was just standing there menacingly on my bed where I had been laying, safe and secure, tucked away while the snow came down outside.
My dreams were there, and then suddenly nightmares.
And I was standing there. It's like 3 a.m. and I have this decision to make. I have a shoe in one hand and a vacuum cleaner in the other.
While
And
you
I
were
went-
sleeping?
It sounds like you made a decision.
I had jumped out of bed
Yeah.
and I was holding it there, looking at it because I go, if I miss, it's gonna run and hide in this dorm,
And I'll never be able to sleep.
and I'll never find it and never be able to sleep. and I swung my shoe and I hit it and I knocked it so it wouldn't splatter onto my bed, onto the floor, and then I sucked it up with a vacuum cleaner. And it was one of those clear ones, so I could watch him spin around till I knew he was a fucking mangled corpse.
Jesus,
And I
dude.
dumped that vacuum cleaner out into the front lawn of this dormitory. And then I spent the next 3 hours tossing my entire dorm room,
Making sure there
looking
wasn't
for
more.
the next one.
Yeah.
And that shit's terrifying.
Right. What? We went to
I'm
the same
gonna-
college. What dorm were you in? Were you?
This is when I went to community college.
Okay, never mind.
But when I moved to the college that you and I both went to, I moved into an apartment that had a nest full of brown recluses that hatched
Oh,
within the
God.
month
Oh,
of me
man.
living there. I killed a spider a night for the first 6 months.
God.
Man.
Yeah.
I had a pipe bust the other week, and I thought
Fuck
that was
bugs.
the worst thing. Never mind.
And the closest thing I fucking had was I kept the light on for too long and it attracted a nest of ants.
Weird. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I've never heard that one. That's interesting, though.
Was
I
it
had-
a sugary light?
No, I basically what happened was when I was a child, I was scared of the dark. So I
As
would
kids
keep,
are.
so I would keep I had this like tri light in my corner of my room that my dad installed, and I could point it anywhere. And because, well, if it's pointing at me, it's too bright, so I pointed it in the corner of my room. I lived in the basement, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And one night, I awoke to like something like imagine rain, and so I just sort of
rain.
the pitter patter of rain. I'm just like, what the fuck is that? And I turn on my light, or I didn't turn on my light. I fucking turn on my big light, and I fucking look, and there's just a swarm of ants coming out of the corner of my room.
Oh God.
And I'm just like, oh no,
Oh God.
Oh.
my parents are gonna be so mad. And so I'm just sitting there squishing the ants, and there were some male ones flying around. And eventually I realized this is too big of a problem for
That's
Sheldon
too many
to deal with.
ants. That's too many ants.
Mom, Dad, ants!
And so I call my dad down because he's not the one that scares me.
Wow.
And Dad's just like, oh fuck. Your mom's gonna be so mad.
So Dad and I sit there for 4 hours squishing ants.
So basically we just sprayed it with like fucking disinfectant and all bunch of things, and we sealed it up real good, and we just eventually dealt with it as best as we can. He just looks at me, he's just like, how long did you keep that light on? And I'm like, I don't know, it's like fucking several months at this point. He's like, don't do that. Don't ever do that again.
How the
my
fuck? I don't even know now why that
Yeah,
happened.
I
I'm
gotta do
confused.
some research.
Yeah, like, are you joking? Like,
No, I don't think
No.
he's joking. I don't know if it's a light. I don't know.
I guess if it was cold out, they might go to some place that's
Our
warm.
reaction is because it was a warm.
Yeah.
That
could
was
be
the best we could come up with.
Also,
is that
Sheldon sent me an article about weevils, and I don't like it.
I wanted to. I was looking. I'm like, what is a weevil even? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
I know what they look like, but I didn't need that close of a picture. Also, that animal that's in that show, in Courage, is not a weevil.
No, it's not. But
No, it's definitely
No,
like a fly or
it's
some
like
shit.
a fly. Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
there
Hey,
you
you know
go.
what? Hey, you know what? That'd be some good fucking trivia, fandom.
that's not a weevil. That's a fly.
It's a fly. Well,
Anyway,
beggars
It
can't
was
be
a good
choosers.
fucking episode. Go watch it.
it's good. Go watch. It's fun. Now
two.
everybody, I
The
hope that you
McPherson
have.
Phantom
I hope you have your EMF.
reader and your.
I hope you have your spirit box.
Handy dandy. Wow, you're saying shit that people that only played the game Phasmophobia would know.
Oh no,
No.
there's a whole world of paranormal activity
Yeah.
things. Tim, you can order a spirit box right now.
That's great. I'm never going to because if I hear anything in that, I'm just leaving.
Ah, you're no fun. Anyway, let's talk about
Hey,
ghosts.
ghosts.
Ghost, ghost,
Ghost.
ghost, 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 ghost.
Why do
This
ghosts happen?
this
Hold on.
episode is not gonna take nearly as long to describe because
Nope.
it's not as long.
Well, hold on.
So
Is it a ghost or a phantom?
it's.
It's the same
I'm gonna punch
because
you.
ghosts essentially are the colloquial term for all the spirits that we can't see, and phantoms are there too.
Okay.
Also, one's a superhero. So
Yeah, Danny Phantom.
Named Danny Phantom.
What? I mean, Ghost Train's a superhero in Rick and Morty.
mm,
Well, Ghost Rider's also a superhero in Marvel.
penance stare. I
Don't do
was
that
the
to
edgy
me.
kid that liked Ghost Rider.
Do you remember the
my
Ghost
Ghost Rider.
Writer television
Yeah,
show?
of
Yeah, I do.
course.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers Ghost Rider now.
God.
You laughing at me? You laughing at me?
Good old John Tron giving us that. But that shit was weird. I watched a
It
real
was not.
episode of
It was
that.
not John Tron.
Was it not?
It was fucking. I can't. Your movie sucks. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it was.
It was God. I can't. I can't remember his name.
No, it was Your Movie Sucks. It was.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was YMS.
Yeah.
Go watch
Does
that.
suck.
Hey, don't pause this episode. Listen to this first, and then go watch that. Go watch Your Movie Sucks. It's great.
It's hard to watch while
Amazing.
inebriated or high.
It's just good anyway. All right. McPherson's Phantom, which that took me a fucking minute to remember that was the name of this ghost.
Yeah, they never talk about that again.
Nope.
It's really not important.
So, to give you a quick synopsis, because it's one of those episodes that you kind of just need to watch to really get most of it. Muriel is doing things for Eustace, and they go awry. So, like, he is
Putting on a shirt.
putting on a shirt, and he gets all like tangled up in a shirt because Muriel quote folded it too tight, even though she said she didn't do anything different. She shines his shoes, and his legs explode.
I mean, gunpowder, dude. Come on.
And then he gets she steams his hat, and chickens appear underneath it. That one makes my head hurt, even ghost wise.
No, she put the chickens in.
But
No.
how Muriel not see them?
No, she hatched she heated up the hat so much that the eggs hatched, dude. Come on, get with science.
Yeah.
Eustace always has eggs in his hat.
Yeah, do your own
Always.
research.
Come on, dude.
You're expected to know the lore beforehand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Muriel is doing all these things, and Eustace is like, "I'm not gonna eat your food. You're trying to hurt me terribly.
You obviously have something against me. What the fuck?
Something is wrong." And this is also an episode where Eustace is particularly mean.
Yeah, nothing will make you look younger, woman.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Like, just unprovoked.
That fucking line's gonna stick with me for a while, and I'm not even
Yeah.
married to the fuck.
He's so mean in this episode. Normally he's like passively mean. This is actively mean.
Or it's literally like, I'll beat your senseless, woman. Now fold my clothes.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like, I'm sure that happened off screen. And he calls his mother, because of course he does. Also, his mom has shown up in 3 episodes now, and 2 of them she's been the foil.
She's always been the bitch.
She's
Yeah.
kind of in this episode. She kind of is too. Like,
Yeah, no, she is.
No, definitely. Like, she's the enemy.
Yeah, and he calls his mom, and then a chandelier falls on him, which we all
loosen the screws on that chandelier, woman.
we all went,
what chandelier?
when that's new. That's a new addition.
Oh
That
my-
wasn't in any of the previous episodes or the Flash video game.
or the several. Oh, that's what I gotta get that ready. Because I did not post the April Fool's Day stuff yet. So
God damn it, Tim.
I'm going to.
Gonna happen. But yeah, this shit happens. And Eustace's mom shows up with a mail order degree in psychology to, quote, fix their marriage.
Marriage is dead as doornails. We need to figure this out.
Yeah, they do a quiz, and the quiz is not right in any sense of the word.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
then
It's about the same
yeah.
as every quiz I've done.
And then we have his mom saying, "Your marriage is over. Keep the house. I'm tired of living in a trailer."
Who isn't though?
Refresh my memory real quick, though, boys.
Sure.
Was Eustace?
Yeah.
Did Eustace's mom not like Muriel in the first season?
I
Oh,
don't-
I think she's never liked Muriel.
Well, remember in the first season, the only episode they had with her was one where Courage and Eustace were there. Muriel was
And
not
she
part of
was
it.
a bitch.
The second
she
time,
loved Courage.
yeah, she loved Courage.
She loved
She
Courage.
always
and then
loved Courage.
no, the
though.
second time they go to the wig factory, and that's when his mom shows up again.
That's right, but she shows up to be the villain against Muriel. So I guess yeah, she has shown to not like Muriel.
Yeah, I think.
So-
Yeah, I think this is a season 2 arc for Eustace's mom.
Yeah, because that's season 2 as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and we also then see as this is like getting worked out, and Eustace gets destroyed by a cup of tea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get
Or-
hydro pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Like if you had like a fire hose hooked up to that cup of tea, then maybe that would do that. Like
Now,
what's-
granted, once
ghost
we learn
energy.
that it's ghost bullshit, like
Yep.
you can fucking walk anything away.
And
I don't-
Yeah,
I don't want to
that's
play
where
into
we
this
see the ghost.
stereotype, but white people will stay during everything, man. Like
now Ghost.
Man,
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
go.
know.
No, they didn't know Ghost yet. Ghost come later.
mm,
Muriel and Eustace.
All right, right now it's just a divorce court.
Yep, edge of divorce.
right, but I see some shit like that. Me as a person going, okay, I kind of believe you're not doing this anymore, and I just leave the house and I'm
But
gone.
if you
Like-
thought for a moment that bitch just wanted the house,
Mm-hmm. She's
Like-
just trying to get rid of me to get my thing.
Like you could kind of make that.
she just wants me to leave for a few hours. Fuck that! I'll stay here all night.
God damn it.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing that happened that I'd be like, how? I'd be more like, how did you do this? I want to learn how you did this. How did you make me fold like a shirt when I put this shirt on? How did you
That
put
was-
birds
that
in my
was weird.
hat?
Tim, you're also not like 70 years old.
True.
You're
Yeah,
not stubborn.
they seen
You're
some
not.
shit.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
been
and that-
household appliances already, so.
But that's when we also see the Phantom. Like we see the ghost for the first time is after the tea incident. And
Yeah, like
Courage,
it hasn't been a ghost film until just this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Courage hadn't seen. Nobody saw it at that point, and then we see us, the audience, sees the ghost. We're like, "Oh fuck, it's a ghost episode!"
Oh, I didn't know this was gonna be the fucking.
And like shit goes down. Courage goes up to talk to the computer to also work on a psychology degree.
Because let's beat Eustace's mom at her own game.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
she has like what a lawyer degree from online, so might as well get a
She
psychology.
She has
degree.
a psychology degree. She has a mail order psychology degree. And now
Which would
Courage
be-
has an internet one, which is much like my ordained ship. I'm also ordained.
So is my dad. He's done
From
2
the
weddings
internet.
already. It's great.
Yeah.
You should. Have you done a wedding yet? You need to do a wedding.
Nah, well, COVID.
Oh,
Yeah, that shouldn't stop you.
Why not?
You could have done it. You could have done it for that boy. I know exactly
Why
what
not?
boy you could have done it for.
The virus isn't
Come
real.
on.
But Courage is doing that. Muriel's sad. Eustace sleeping in truck, and Eustace's mom opens the fridge and is then propositioned. And I know the seedy undertones of that word, but she is propositioned by the ghost to get rid of Muriel because the ghost said that Muriel's great great aunt threw her husband in Loch Ness, and he was eaten by the monster when she was a young woman. And so the Phantom, who apparently had just died, which also age implications because Muriel's very old, is seeking revenge.
Or,
Yeah.
or maybe she just figured her way out through the ghost zone. I mean,
Maybe.
there's
Yeah,
no way.
You never
Yeah.
know.
I can't stop it.
This
I
is
know,
so
buddy.
stupid.
And you then have the two of them conspiring to get rid of Muriel so they can get. Well, so I guess Eustace's mom can get the house, and then the ghost gets
There's
her
really no
revenge.
reason. It's just a fuck with
Nope.
Muriel and Eustace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Courage just gets his degree online. He runs and gets Muriel and Eustace, and then they do a couples therapy session, and they embrace at the end of it. I hate it.
Mostly because fuck Eustace, right?
But
Yeah,
American
and
Gladiators.
yeah, they do a fun fight there.
How could you
Courage,
think I'd hurt you?
yeah, Courage is sitting there all smug and like go on type of face, and we have like a reconciliation, but the ghost feels a disturbance in the force as they discuss all the terrible things they're gonna do, and then goes up. Like Eustace's mom runs upstairs and tries to file a non-compete, thing against Courage, and then she says, "Well, what about the lobsters in your pants?" And then Courage sees the ghost, and then we have a therapy session with Eustace's mom,
Hold
who
on.
then, yeah,
You're skipping through a lot of this.
that
Nah, he's fine.
I mean,
there's a lot of punchy slapstick.
yeah, it's just slapstick, but like the ghost puts the lobsters in Eustace's pants and kind of tries to make this divide happen again. That's what makes Courage grab Eustace's mom. Sorry, I just want to make that point because
So
it
he-
sounded like you
yeah,
said
I
that
got it.
Eustace's mom put the lobsters in his pants. Sorry, I didn't want to.
Nah, Eustace's mom did put the lobsters in his pants.
Ghosts.
Gross.
But yeah, and then we have a therapy session with Ma, and then Ma says that it was her great great aunt that actually did it, which also then brings fun implications into age. And then the ghost determines to go after Eustace's Ma, which, theoretically never to be seen again. And that's essentially the episode. It's a lot of slapstick. It's
And
very fun. It's so fun.
can I just tape on the end of this happy-go-lucky episode where it just goes back to normal and Eustace has just become that asshole that just goes,
a douche.
Because
Hey,
why won't you shine my
"You
shoes?
didn't shine my shoes. You've heated this tea too much." And it's just like, just go fucking die.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, he's still bad. He's still a bad person.
The way I would have ended the episode has been like, well, at least the chandelier is still here. That Muriel and Courage jump out of the way, and the chandelier falls and like hits
And then a
Eustace.
tactical nuke hits the ground, and
Well, I like that. Well, he had a 24 kill streak happen right
no,
there.
it was
Wow.
Muriel. Muriel got it.
Oh, wow.
Let's be real. Eustace is the guy in the corner sitting with the shotgun, not doing anything.
These Call of Duty turds are horrible.
And it's fucking.
The episode's different. I'll tell you that because it's not horrible.
It kind of just goes nowhere for a while.
It's a
to be fair.
fun cartoony episode with like some very creepy elements, right? Like the ghost
Yeah.
is definitely like you if you were watching this for the first time, when you saw the ghost, you go, "Oh."
It's so weird. It's a fairly spooky designed ghost.
Yeah. It's a perfect phantom
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like that's what a phantom would look
That's a phantom.
like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, absolutely, and that's like the thing that this is a good episode. This is a good quality episode. I like it a lot. I think it's a good. Both of these were what I needed from a Courage run. 'Cause
Yeah.
Right now, especially.
I have, yeah.
I need to ask the question then. I mean, like, not of you guys, just in general. Why were the best episodes held really to the end of the season? I know we've had really good episodes throughout the season, but I think
Yeah.
this would be one if this season started off with this, it'd be starting off with a bang, right? Like that's
I would agree.
like this episode's good, and the last episode of this season I know for a fact is really good, just because of what it is.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess in my mind, it's like wait until the last of like ends strongly, but that's
Right.
not true, I suppose, because when you're on TV, you want to fucking hit
It-
people hard and fast.
It begs the question, like, when were they going to be renewed? Did they know they were going to be renewed at the end of the season? Or at the beginning or the middle of the season, right? Or were they already renewed for the next season? They just decided to hold off and end with a bang. Like there's a lot of questions here that could be asked. We would have to ask Dilworth and Cohen, but
True.
me as a person who's in the television industry and has done stuff in the video industry, just like that's a pretty interesting aspect of all this. And that's my soapbox, and I will now go on to trivia. If
You're saying this is your TEDx talk, and
thank you for listening to my TEDx talk. There's please leave, please clap.
There's some orange juice over there.
Please clap.
Please donate your plasma
To me directly. Put it in the sack.
Yeah, just mainline it into my vein.
The trivia for this episode, but while we're here, also not the greatest trivia in the world.
I mean, is it as bad as?
Kind of.
Well, this was a Dragon Ball Z episode, really.
Well, let's get there. This episode uses some of the
this was
music.
a Yu Yu Hakusho reference.
This episode
Taylor,
uses some
you're
of the
the
music.
only one that would know it was a Yu
I
Yu
know.
Hakusho.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen that anime in years. This episode uses some of the music from King Ramses' Curse. That is a good trivia fact. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
First and only appearance of McPherson Phantom. So I was wrong. I thought that was a recurring character, but it's not.
Well, we're going off trivia. It could be.
Here you go. Returned appearance of the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Not really a trivia fact.
Again,
great-
yeah, no, it's not, because he was in the last one, too. Weird. Why wasn't that in the last one, huh? Anyway.
Great Auntie Grizel and Grizel, whatever, and Loch Ness Monster were mentioned and not seen. No shit.
I'm gonna strangle something.
It makes no sense for the Phantom to suddenly abandon her goal to destroy Eustace and Muriel's marriage when she realized that Auntie Grizel was Ma's great aunt and not Muriel's. Eustace is Ma's son and still her de facto enemy. I mean,
Nah.
Because that one's alive, I guess. I don't fucking know. Nothing makes any. It's
I mean,
blah, blah, blah.
you're not wrong, but also like the ghost felt like it was betrayed, right? It made a friend, and then said,
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Oh, yeah."
another layer of revenge.
Especially if that ghost was only trying to get revenge on women, it would not make sense for it to hunt men.
The ghost of patriarchy. Gotcha.
Yep. There's one other thing on here. It's a cultural reference, and it's just gonna make you feel great. One of the McPherson Phantom's lines is, "I feel a disturbance in the Force," which is an allusion to. I'm not putting in extra words. Is an allusion to George Lucas's Star Wars movies. An illusion. Illusion.
It's not an illusion. It's just a reference.
It's a reference.
An illusion. An illusion would be like, I feel movement in fields or some bullshit.
Yeah. It's worded badly. It's another worded badly thing.
Isn't it always?
Why do we use fandom?
Because of that.
Because it makes us angry, and that makes decent.
Because when they have really good facts, they do like this episode does have music from King Ramses' Curse. That is a good fact. Everything else was not really a fact. Nothing else was.
I like this person's comment. The only thing that scared me on this episode was the title card, which is a fucking another banger of a title card, by the way.
Mm-hmm. It was in the same theme as the last episode, as you said earlier.
It's a Rorschach test. It's black and white. It's super good. It's super stylistic. You can see Eustace's mom in it. It's so good. Like, art direction for that was through the fucking roof on these two. Big fan.
I was gonna say the only difference in these two episodes were two people that are not usually doing the storyboard. Like Bruce Morris did this part of the episode of McPherson Phantom, and then Evil Weevil was done by David Watchahim, which did Hothead and Shirley the Medium, and The Curse of Shirley. And then it has a nice little point on his page that just says others.
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 You know. Others.
People
Others.
worked on this too.
Oh God.
Not me. Not as important, but you know.
We did it also. Yeah, that's fucking
So
weird.
I wonder if they had a different art director, but it's not credited here, so we don't know.
Didn't tell you, Papa.
Anyways, I I really like
Fucking-
this episode.
It was a good episode. This
It's good.
entire episode was good.
It's in fact 4 pants lobsters out of 5 good.
Pants lobsters.
Yep.
I will give it 4.5 birds in the hat out of 5.
Which is better than 2 in the bush.
Amen.
Hmm.
brother.
Fuck. You guys took the good stuff.
Yeah,
Guess-
yeah.
Sheldon,
I'm gonna
you
go
pull
with,
them
like,
out.
Guess I'm gonna go with like 3.5 mail-in diplomas over 5.
Oh, there you go.
That's good.
See, you sell yourself short. You always come out
Yeah.
with a banger.
There you
Oh,
go. Yeah,
in
yeah.
mail.
It's like a for-profit college.
That's
Here we
why-
are.
That's why the mailmen don't come to the door anymore.
For-profit college. God.
Mm.
Sorry. I when I hear for-profit college, I just think of an Adult Swim short I saw at like 3:00 in the morning, where it was like a really crappy video about advertising for a for-profit college. This is really stupid. Anyways,
Anyway,
These are good. These are bangers.
fucking go watch them now.
they're good. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Next week's episodes are just as good, in my opinion.
We'll find that out.
One of them I have
Next
very.
month.
Yeah, we'll find out in April.
Mm,
There's
Maple.
one that is really really good, and I have a really good like conspiracy theory about it. But that is for
Sick.
then, not for now.
That's a good sentence, I guess. Fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
Yep. All right. And until next time, go watch Courage and Talk
Go
to
watch
us on our-
Evil Weevil specifically.
Yeah.
talk to us on our Twitter, which is liquid_podcast. Go check out our YouTube, which you now have to search farther for because some people stole the name. And
Fine.
enjoy.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good
Bye.
time. That was the Liquid Courage Podcast, an in-depth look at every episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, the House of Discontent, and the Sand Whale Strikes. Music was provided by Visionless. You can find them at www.soundcloud.com/VISIONL3SS. We do not own the rights to Courage the Cowardly Dog. Until next time, have a wonderful night.
I see a bitter old woman with a bad wig who's in a lot of pain. It all started out years ago with my mother's Auntie Griselda. She was a cruel woman, made us all miserable. She once even threw some guy into the Loch Ness. The monster ate him. Stupid boy.
It was your great aunt, not the chubby ones.
That's right. Now leave me alone. I'm getting therapy, you stupid ghost.